it's not the brain that's experiencing, and that's where it's not the divided reality. If you really, it's seeing that consciousness isn't limited inside this body, consciousness is in everything, and that's the end of separation. But you come back to your experience and find the answer. Don't rely on me for the answer. Is there an outside to consciousness? In your experience? Everything else could be questioned, your brain, the things in the world, but what about the experience? Is there an outside to the experience? And this is the end of separation. One teacher once said, which I like to copy them, they said, okay, so you believe that the world is separate. So most humans walk around believing the world is separate. So I'm saying it isn't a separate reality, and you're saying, but how do I know whether to believe that or not? And this teacher's reply was, okay, so I can't prove to you that this world is wholeness and there's only one experiencer and one consciousness. But what you can do is you can see that in your experience, there isn't separation. And why would you take not your experience to be more true, which is that it is a separate reality, than your experience? So we don't know if there is an outside of consciousness, because we can never step outside it and see if there is separateness. But in your experience, there is an outside of consciousness, and that's the point. That's the point. But you walk around telling yourself, all humans walk around telling themselves that they are separate, but that's not the experience. So okay, we can't say that this is a world of oneness, but what we can say is it's certainly not a world of separation, or the experience certainly isn't that of separation. And that profoundly changes the human's view of reality. Your experience seems to be outside of my experience. That's your imagination. You're listening to your mind. What's your actual experience right here, right now? Am I outside of your experience? My experience is an imagination to you, so that's irrelevant. I'm not asking you to imagine things or to make up theories about things. I'm saying, what is your experience? And your experience is that I'm appearing inside your consciousness. That's your experience, period. And you cannot prove that to be different. That sounds like salafism. Don't know what that is. Let's look it up. Solipsism. Either there is an experience going on for you and not me, or you're just imagined projection of mind. This is all mental stuff. I'm not asking you to engage in your mentality. Are you... I mean, maybe that's just too... Maybe there is such a strong mentality there, the view, theory that self is all that can be known to exist. I don't mean the personal self. That would be narcissism. The personal self does not exist. There's thoughts and ideas appearing. But what is your experience? That's what I'm asking you, Miles. You're telling me what you think, what you've been taught, what you know. So okay, fuck it. Fuck saying that there is oneness or not oneness. Just go back to your experience, and that's where the answers are. Stop coming at this from mentality. What's your experience?